Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing for the SJCAM action camera model M10 Wi-Fi. I got the red one, which you'll see more clearly in a moment. Specifications are printed on the back of the box here. 12 megapixel CMOS sensor. Comes in 7 different colors, 1.5 inch screen. Resolution for your images. 12, 10, 8, 5, 3, 2, and 1.3.
Video resolution
1920 by 1080 at 30 frames per second. 1280 720 at 60 frames per second. 848 by 480 at 60 frames per second. And 640 by 480 at 60 frames per second. Uses the H.264 video compression format. And the default resolutions are 1080p for video and 4032 by 3024 for pictures. Saves the videos in MOV and images in JPEG. Does have a 4x digital zoom, 170 degree wide angle lens, and takes micro SD cards up to 32 gigs. 900 milliamp battery. Okay, here's a picture of the accessories that are in the box. Let's open it up and see what they look like. Okay, everything's in one plastic container here. Alright, first we have the camera in its waterproof housing. Go ahead and take that out of there. Alright, there's the camera. It's very small. Thicker than an SJ4000, but the front profile is definitely a lot smaller. The lens is directly in the middle. You've got your USB connector, HDMI and micro SD card connector on this side, and then your power button and your record button. Also, there's a little light in the middle here. You also have your down, up, and Wi-Fi buttons on this side. That's going to probably be your microphone right there. And then on this side, that would be the speaker for video playback. Alright. On the bottom is your battery cover. Oh, that's way easier to get on and off than the SJ4000. Little tab on here to pull the battery out. And indeed, it's SJCAM battery, showing 3.7 volts and 900 milliamp. Stick that back in there. Yeah, that battery cover is definitely an improvement over the SJ4000. Alright, so we're going to put the camera right down there. Alright, we got the handlebar mount, pole mount. We've got the tripod adapter. The camera just snaps into this and you can hook it on a tripod or a windshield mount or something like that. It also does have a removable clip on the back, so you could wear this on a backpack strap or a belt or something like that, and that just comes out like that. With this in, obviously you couldn't see the screen. With it out, you could see the screen through that, so that's pretty nice. And it's top or bottom mount with the tripod adapter here. All right, got the clip there. Alright, looks like we've got a couple of adhesive mounts that have the quick disconnect thing there. Also, there's a tripod adapter on that too. Just on the one though. One, the red backing is curved, more like a helmet mount. This one's a flat surface. I don't know if we'll be able to see that in the video here or not. But the red one has a curve to it. Yeah, I can't really see that in the video. When the white is flat, this has got a slight curve to it. Alright, then we have a 90 degree mount, swivel mount. You can combine these mounts in several different ways to come up with what you need. Here's a short 90. We have the USB cable, regular USB to micro USB. Alright, we've got tripod adapters here. Got the tripod connector on this. Let's go ahead and take these out. You would be able to hook this to the waterproof housing Which here's the other mount that would fit on, like would snap in like that if you had this mounted to a surfboard, car, whatever. Same thing with the helmet, and of course that's with the waterproof housing there. And another 90-degree mount. No, this is a straight mount. I'm sorry. Just an extension, short extension. Adds you a little more versatility for getting angle on the camera. Here's another mount that uses those bases that stick down, and would just give you a little more height if you needed it. That would snap into a mount like this. Sorry, wrong way. So then that would be like something you could use on top of a helmet or whatever. Alright, we've got the replacement door for the waterproof housing. This actually is vented on the sides. This is allows better sound, but kind of keeps the camera splash proof, dust proof, whatever. And it's got the rubber seal on it. Little rubber dots in there that keep the camera steady. So that's nice. Lens cloth. Always comes in handy when you're out filming. Got a couple of straps here. They are kind of a quick release style strap, and they can be used to help secure through these holes onto a bicycle helmet or something similar. Got a couple of replacement 3M adhesive, double-sided adhesive pads, and the owner's manual. SJCAM Action Camera Manual, Wi-Fi model. Shows product features, product diagrams, how to operate by inserting the card, installing and removing battery, charging, switching the camera on and off. Shows a list of the accessories. These are optional accessories, which I did purchase this charger right here, and I will be doing a separate video on that. Okay. And then all your other languages in the back. Okay. I'm going to clear some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll look at the menus on the camera itself.
On the first screen of the setup menu, we have your options for resolution, TV output, your on-screen display mode, video lapse, capture mode, your cyclic record modes, HDR on and off on the second page, motion detection, audio on or off, date stamping on or off, select the size for your images, and the quality for your images. And then on page 3 of the setup menu, we have sharpness, white balance, color, your ISO options, exposure, anti-shaking option. Then on to page 4, we have your language setup, date and time, auto power off options, turning the beep sounds on and off, TV mode, screensavers. Then we'll move on to page 5. You set up your frequency, rotation, car mode. Then you have your Wi-Fi options for your SSID and your Wi-Fi password. And these will be where you can access your camera from your smartphone. That's what that's for. And license number. Then on page 6 we have delete, format, then default setting, where you'll be able to put the camera back to factory settings. And then finally we have the version, which we will select that, and we'll look at the firmware version. Shows a model M10 Wi-Fi version G20141230V01. That is a date of December 30th, 2014. Firmware comes from SJCAM, of course. Now let's talk a little bit about the waterproof housing.
Okay, so let's take a closer look at the waterproof housing. It has a snap lock on it. You slide this up and pull this out to unlock it. And you can open the door. Insert the camera. Close the door. And then that will snap back in place. You'll notice that the waterproof housing only has 3 buttons on it, and they correspond to the power button, which I'll go ahead and turn the camera on. The second button is the record button, or take picture button. And then the next button is the Wi-Fi. So it'll be best that you have your camera in the settings you want before you actually put it in the waterproof housing. Then you'll be able to turn it on, turn on Wi-Fi, where you can control the camera with your smartphone, which I did not mention that earlier, but there's an app available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, depending on whether you're on Apple or Android, so you can actually control this camera from your phone. You can also retrieve pictures and videos straight from the memory card to your phone. Several things you can do with the app. It's pretty neat. I bought this camera from SJCAM.com. It took about 2 weeks, or a little over, to deliver it from China, but I only paid $103 US dollars for this camera shipped. That included shipping. So considering everything you get with this camera, it is a great bargain in my opinion, and I will have videos up in the near future of samples from this camera, and I will do a comparison to my SJ4000. Now they should be identical in quality. They use the same sensor, same processor. It's just a camera of a little bit different shape. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.